Hello everybody, happy Sunday to all of you. Sunday night. Sunday. Got a lot of people here already. Oh, John X Army's in the house. Come on, John, what's happening, brother? Hello, Solarish, Fasho, Glenn McLean. My number one fan, Man of Red Earth, is here. Rosandi, hello again. I hope you all are hearing me loud and clear. This is going to be a crazy show. As always, I'm having some technical difficulties, so give me 1 second to get this going. I'm going to pull this up for you and lower the volume. Okay, so this was a big parade rolling down through Italy on Saturday. This thing was crazy. I'm going to play a lot of this. Parade for all of you. But you want to talk about symbolism. You want to talk about some... Check out the right shoulder there. That's Putin right there. You got the all-seeing eye on the sword. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to get into this show. I wasn't going to do anything today. There wasn't anything calling me, but my buddy Bear reached out to me about this and kind of hammered this point home. This is too much. This is just very, very strange. This is a picture of Donald Trump coming down the parade. I got to tell you, their parade looks a lot cooler than the Macy's Day Parade. That's the first thing I'll tell you. Very interesting stuff. Let me get the video capture going here. I hope everybody is hearing me loud and clear. Please do tell me in the chat if you're having any kind of issues at all. I'm grateful that everybody came out on this awesome night. What a world we're living in, huh? What the heck is going on? Oh my goodness. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can come over and just say hi to all of you. Hello. You see me okay? That's a good thing. All right, so Time Magazine just put this out at 4:20 Eastern Standard Time. I know a lot of you crazy kids, that's one of your favorite times of the day. A giant godlike President Trump float made its debut on the first day of one of Italy's most famous carnival events this weekend. Not even going to try to pronounce it. Now, I'm Italian. My nanny would be very disappointed in me, so I'm going to try. The Carnival de Vigor, the festival in Italy. In Italy there. Oh, it's terrible. Brutal. It's attended by about 600,000 people. I just love the symbolism even in the numbers. And it's famed for its papier-mâché sculptures, the largest of which can be seen as heavy as 4 tons and often carries political messages. Oh my goodness, this parade was... Oh, you want to talk about political, spiritual messages. A lot of weird stuff. I pulled up the feed. It's like a 5-hour festival, and I'm going to show you some of that. But first, we're going to break down what's going on with President Trump, the master drone, which is what the parade's official website said the float is called. In his right hand, the Trump statue carries a sword with a ring of blue Twitter birdies on its hilt, with the phrase "Dazi vostri," which translates to "your taxes." Your taxes are inscribed on the blade. Interesting. I think I have a picture of the... there you go. His sword is Twitter, right? How many times do I tell you that in Scripture? The sword. Words. Take the S from the front, put it on the ends. Words, right? And Twitter. A lot of words. He has vanquished many foes with his sword that is Twitter. The Trump God Emperor just went down the streets. Insane. Let me put that back up. Let me say hi to everybody. Can you hear me okay, everybody in the chat? I know that this was a short notice show. I appreciate you all coming out as quickly as you did. Hello, Grumpy Troll. Hello, Sandy Hopkins. Terry Peterson, Nick McNeil. I'll give you an amen. There you go, amen. Illuminate is here. Tamara, TJ, a lot of people. Okay, everybody's flooding in. Do me a favor, hit the like It's so important. You know that those artificial intelligent algorithms, they count on your likes to then share it. Thank you, Patrick Hall, for telling me I'm coming in loud and clear. Ken Curtis, you're right. They didn't make him orange. They didn't make him orange. How many people heard about this? Yes, exactly, Michael Musco. What an insane world. It makes absolutely no sense. Well, it's going to make a little more sense at the end of this. Because during this, let me come back over here and let me talk to you for a second. Because during this parade, not only did they show that, not only was there just tons of occult symbols and, witchcraft and, oh, God, idolatry. It was all over. I kept calling to Dan in because, I just got home from work and I just had her awesome meatloaf and, I was getting Braden. He has a great channel, Mystery Esoterica. I'll try to link it when I'm done with this. He kept hitting me. He was like, you got to check about that. You got to talk about this. You got to, so I was like, okay. And I said to Dan, I said, should I do it? She goes, okay, can you keep it short today? So I'm going to try to keep it around 30 minutes. I'm going to try. We're going to see. She said that's going to turn it to 45, which is going to turn it to an hour. But we'll see. So let's get the breakdown continues. Now, so this Trump sculpture, the official description of the statue says the float was created by artist Fabrizio Galli, whose past sculptures included satirical depictions of Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin. It says Master Drone was a take off of a character from the miniature war game Warhammer 40,000. In the era of Trump, the statement said fantasy had become reality. Interesting, right? Now, let me tell you something about this God Emperor, because this isn't the first time. This is a meme. It's been around for a while. You probably remember, I didn't pull it up. I didn't have enough time to pull it up. You probably remember the picture of Trump sitting on the throne. But this God Emperor meme, it's been going around for a while. There's a picture of it back in, I pulled this one from 2017. There was another one from earlier. But if you look at this, I don't know if that artist got his inspiration from this. God Emperor of Mankind Dump. And let me tell you something. They had Cerebus, the three-headed dog that guards hell, while Hell's Bells is playing. They had a bunch of youth running around, right, all with jackets saying, where do you see this stuff? This is disturbing. And this is supposed to be, they're supposed to have the pulse of what's going on in the world today. And boy, do they. And do you know that Trump's, let me pull up his statue one more time. Do you know that this was followed by the four horsemen of the apocalypse? And it's just, it's very cool. Take a look over here at some of the symbolism. All right? See the dollar signs? One after another. They also look like serpents. Right? Let me see if I have a better picture of the sword for you from a different angle. Let's see. Here's his legs. A lot of heads on this, right? When I first looked at this, I wanted to count the heads, and I wanted to see are they trying to say that this is that beast with the heads and the horns, and I was trying, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. There's something to it. Sign of the times. Could you imagine? So strange. So it's a take on this epic game Warhammer 40,000. Trump steals the show at the Italian Carnival. And I got to tell you something. They love the Trump. They love President Trump in Italy. Huge fans. I think the head guy over there, forgot his name, don't know his name, forgive me. Google it. He was like, forget England, forget them, come to Italy, come to Italy. You can't help but think about Jesus' day, where there was the God Emperor from Rome. You can take a look at that picture. Just so strange. Look at the talons in his left hand. So interesting. So bizarre. Now, I do find it interesting that the theme of this Warhammer game, by the way, it's a blend of sci-fi and fantasy, but it's a I think it's a table game. I don't play it. I'm not one of those gamers. Not a gamer at all, actually. Life is enough of a game for me to play. The models in the game are a mixture of humans, aliens, and supernatural monsters, wielding a malevolent supernatural creatures as well. Warhammer was developed by Rick Priestley, and I mean, it's interesting. On this channel, you got aliens, you got supernatural monsters, and humans. A lot of that stuff is something we talk about here. Talk about the aliens and the supernatural creatures, and of course the crazy humans. All of them coming together in this game called Warhammer. So this Carnival is it's interesting. Let me see if I can I'm going to pull this up because let's take a look at this parade. Is everybody I want to make sure that, I had some big issues. How many do you all see the last show I did? I had had a couple of problems with it was glitching out a little bit. Crystal Luna, thank you for loving my show. Marshall Stamp, it's so much better than Obama's Game of Thrones picture. Yeah, no, it is kind of cooler. It was funny, Marshall, that you said that because I was thinking to myself, did they do this with Obama? And they did to a certain extent, right? Some people say that Obama is that antichrist figure. Now, if you know anything about the stuff that I share on the channel here, it's never really about what's going on in the literal. Kind of points you to what's going on in the spiritual within us all. Some have compared Obama to like the first beast and then Trump being the second. I'm not going to get into all that, but I'm just going to look at what's going on in the world, and I'm going to point out the fact that this is weird, right? This is weird. Don't you think, Jerry Runk? Lauren Morrison, the Peacemaker? Peacemaker says that's some bizarre stuff. Yeah, it gets more bizarre. See, what I don't know even if there are a lot of people right now that are, I don't know. Oh, Nick McNeil, you donated? Thank you, man. Oh, I see. Thank you very much. And thank you, Midwest Mama Bear. I appreciate all the help. It's definitely it's just such a blessing. Okay, so let's get to this parade. So I clipped some of the pieces. Let me just go over here. Watch parade. Let's switch over here. If I remember to do it. And we're going to start with this, okay? So that's it moving around. Okay? This is not a small float by any shape of the imagination. And they're talking Italian, because it's in Italy, right? In a second, it's going to pull up on a much better picture. And what's really interesting is they had all of these like worshipers at the feet. Now, if you look at the sword right there, you'll see that expression, dazi vostri, it means your taxes. Come on, man. That's very strange. Every aspect of this thing is just covered in symbolism. And I love the fact that he's got skulls like everywhere. Look at the skulls and the death. Okay, let me pull up to Medusa over here. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can get to Medusa. There's just so much incredible Medusa pulling away from the mask, I thought was just quite interesting. And then, of course, let's go to Hell's Bells over here. Let's see if I can find that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, there was a lot of. They also had, of course, the witch and the poison apple. You'll notice that there's a lot of symbolism about the mask coming off and the true nature of the individual being revealed, which I think is, and this is like an ongoing theme. This is something that when I just scrolled through this is what I found. I found it pretty, it's pretty interesting. Okay, so here is, I'm going to play this for a second. That's Cerebus right there. Okay, now look at this. Look at these kids. Let's just take a look at what they have written on the back of their jackets for a second. Okay, wasted youth. Is that not And listen to the song. Hell's Bells is playing in the background. I don't want to... I mean, you get it, right? You get it. But let's take... let's see if I can get a little closer on some of these... Yeah, Jonah, and you had the whale, and then it comes out of the book, which is just so bizarre. So much. Like, I wouldn't want to bring the little EE to this. It'd be a little scary. And of course we have the let's see if I can pull up the lion. Just one after the other after the other. And look at these kids. And this is supposed to be telling of the day that we're in. Just so sad, right? I don't really quite get it. I don't really understand really why this is... I don't know what they're trying to say. Because it certainly sounds to me like... just disturbing. Just disturbing. I wish I had a better feed for you all so it wouldn't glitch so much. Cerberus. That is exactly who it is. That is the three-headed dog that guards Hades. Yep. All right, let's move forward a little bit. And let's get to the four horsemen of the apocalypse, which I think is just great. Just fantastic. Where are you? Right about here. Boom. I just, I think that it's very coincidental. I mean, you do see a trend here, and it's telling a story of, you know, an end, if you will. And Trump is the God Emperor that, I guess what? Just very strange. Just very strange. I want to pull up one more for you. I mean, this is just tortured souls. And one follows after the other, follows after another. It's not, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a very uplifting carnival. Reminds me a little of that Gothard Tunnel. If you haven't seen that, check out the show on that, or just do a Google search about how spooky it is. I really just don't. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. Let me come back over here to both of you again. And there he is, the God Emperor. So now the question is, what does it all mean? Does it mean anything? Well, I mean, Italy's a big country, right? I mean, it's a power in the world. Do you think that this is more than just some interesting parade? Do you think that when this is coming down the street, do you think this is supposed to invoke some sense of awe? In Jesus' day, the emperor was considered to be God on earth. That's why Jesus said very clearly, he said, look, render unto Caesar what is Caesar, render unto God what is God's. Pay your taxes, right? That's the sword. Do what you got to do, play by the rules, be in the world, but not of the world. That's the day we're in. It's a very interesting time. You just look at the dollar signs just encrusted. There were other, I wish I could pull it up. Let me see if maybe I can. there were other parts of this where they had fertility idols and a crowd of people trapped in computer screens. It's just, knowledge is increasing so quickly today. It is doubling at just an unprecedented rate. I was just reading something that said that knowledge within like the last 8 or so months, knowledge was doubling every 13 months, but now it's going to double something like in a month. Could you imagine the day that we're in? It's an interesting. Oh my goodness, I came over here. Patrick Hall, $100, man. What are you doing? I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Can I do a full, can you do a full view so I can screenshot it? Do it like a full view of the Trump one? Let me see. I don't, let's see if I can pull that up. Let me see if I can do that for you. How's that for you? Is that a good one, Patrick? You support the channel with $100, I can at least try. You know what I mean? You could also go to Google Images. Any of this stuff, by the way, I would look into this because I'm sure there is going to be a lot more to be uncovered about this. Now, I wish I had the time to break down all the symbols, and I mean, because there's so much. But this is just very spooky. And then this part right here, where you have, this here, let me full screen that. Maybe this is what you were talking about, Patrick. Maybe this helps you out a little bit. That right there. Now look at their jackets. What is this? What is this trying to say? Wasted youth was on one of them. No resist was on another. And hey, if you want to go to Fratellia, go to the place. Go to the place. And get your teeth done up. Nice. I don't know, man. I don't know. This would horrify me. This would make me scared. This would frighten me a little bit. No respect. There's a jacket that says no respect now. Waste youth. No respect. Isn't that the day that we're in, right? Aren't these teenagers? Aren't they isn't this the generation? Lovers of themselves, boasters, proud, blasphemers. Isn't that the day we're in? And look at that right there. That's the picture. The OK sign with the winky eye. You see that? Let me full screen that one. Someone should get a screenshot of that. Just picking up on that. Tell me that the people that are into the occult and all this, one of his eyes winking and he's showing that OK sign, which Joe Rogan, by the way, said was the 666 hoax. Right. I'll tell you, the instant someone told me that the OK sign is 3 6s, I stopped doing it. You look at some of my earlier videos, you'll see me throwing it up by accident because you don't know any better, right? Because we're taught stuff. We're taught stuff that we think is okay, and it's not okay. It is really in the grand scheme of things, But if it means something that it, and it's all hidden. It's all hidden from view, but this isn't hidden. This is right out and in your face. The massive God Emperor Trump float rolling down Italy's boulevard. Strange. Yep. Well, this is the day we're in. I'd be interested to see how many of you actually heard about this before I went live. Is this something that's already making the rounds? I'm surprised Surprised John didn't get on this already, or some of them. Did any of you in the chat? Any of you in the chat see this? This is spooky, man. This is weird. So strange. Sawyer Roberts says the people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. That is true. Tiffany Reed said, I heard nothing. A lot of people here right now. Thank you very much. Do me a favor and hit the like. Takes a second. It's free. Oh, don't be, look, somebody in the chat saying I'm freaked out. I haven't heard about it. Don't be freaked out about this. Come on. It's actually better when this stuff comes out and you're seeing it. Because you got to remember, this is not where our heart is supposed to be. We can change everything around us by seeking the truth no matter what the cost and sharing our faith with others. Like, when the world gets really, really dark, and it's getting really, really dark right now, this is an excellent opportunity for all of us to shine. This stuff has to happen for the truth to get out. If we're stuck in this monotonous, vicious cycle called, the New World Order, something's got to give, right? George Costa, it's going very good. Thank you for acting. Yes, Danielle, it is a real photo. It's a real photo. Go back and watch the beginning of the show. This is actually going on. You could actually watch the entire, it's like a 4-hour video. Let me see if I'll play some footage of this for anybody who's coming in a little bit late. Hi again, everybody. Give me a second to transfer this over. And let me play a little bit more of the Donald as, let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Where are you? Where are you, Donald? 312. There's him coming down the street. Make that full screen. Some spooky stuff. That's some spooky stuff. Look at all that. Then, of course, you have this right behind them, one after the other, followed by 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Before that is Cerebus. Interesting times, people. Interesting times. And this, as short as this show was fun for me to at least come to you. I'm going to try to do stuff like this a little bit more. I like to have things very produced for you. I like to offer you, something that's pretty polished. I would have loved to spend a little more time and break this down, but I know that there are going to be a lot of other people that'll see this and they'll take this and they're going to run with it because we're a team. We're all working together to expose the truth, right? To get people to wake up. It's like, look at what's going on in Italy. Okay? Look at what's going on. Now, I've been saying on the channel, right? I've been saying on the channel for a while, a lot of people are going to try to turn Trump into this God figure, this savior figure. And he's gotten a lot done. He's gotten a lot done. The dude has done some stuff. Done stuff that is tax code change. North Korea, South Korea. I mean, the list goes on and on. Like, what else? Everybody in the media is painting him out to be this boob, and yet maybe Italy's onto something. Maybe they know something. Maybe there's a reason why the Republican Party talked about him being a new king that was born, comparing him to, Jesus. That just like, Jesus was born back in the day, we too have a new king. It's interesting. So that meme, like I said before, this Warhammer meme, this is for those of you that are new, that is based on this epic gameplay, alien invasion, mysterious spiritual creatures and more. But this meme, that looks a lot like that. It's interesting. I mean, perhaps that was an early sketch. Crazy, man. This is just crazy. All right. Let me see if I can pull my my live feed back up and say good night to all of you properly. Thank you for spending a little time with me on Sunday. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you. I am glad that we're all on this journey together and we're doing something together. This is a big deal. It's a big deal. If you're new to the channel, this is a live stream. It's a little different. I have a bunch of produced shows. Go check them out. You know, just go to the video section and watch them. Don't forget to check the bell, subscribe, do all that stuff. Help me to, you know, help others by sharing it around, telling people about this. And feel free to, you know, link this video elsewhere if you think that people should know about the God Emperor Trump. And a little more of what's actually, you know, because they're really focusing on this. They're not focusing on the bigger picture, the big picture with the kids, right? No respect, wasted youth, Cerebus, the gates of hell, prisoners in darkness, and of course, the Donald with his tax sword coming at you. So crazy. I want to thank Braden, my buddy, for you know, just blowing up my phone and telling me to talk about this. And I'm gonna link his channel. Check his channel out. He's very into the occult. He's got a lot of he had a lot more to say about all of these little ins and outs here, and I just didn't have time to get to it. Let me say goodbye to you all in the chat before I get out of here, and thank you again for everybody in the super chat. This has been a Jacob Israel production. And, oh, Manuel, thank you very much. Thank you. I got to tell you, you all are so cool. And everybody, sometimes I forget to thank my Patreon, the people that are over there. You're beautiful. You know, there aren't a lot of you. And I appreciate those that are. And just, it's a beautiful day we're in. And I'm glad I'm in it with you. So I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Here's a holy kiss for you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.